but I need to tell you this story about this Starcraft game. So it's on Lag TV, so if you want to watch it, you can. But it was a Protoss v Protoss, and one guy opened bog standard, did Protoss things, you know, got expansion, built units, etc., etc. The other guy didn't build anything but Nexi for the first 15 minutes of the game. He took every expansion on the map, including his opponent's third.
What?
He had over 100 probes. Over 100 probes. And his opponent is just wandering around with this small army, like killing base after base after base, going, what the hell is going on? But because they're low skill players, he's not really macroing behind it, he's not really expanding his army. And the next thing you know, he goes to attack one of this guy's bases. Like, he's wiped out 7 bases by now. And he's like, I've killed so many probes, I must be doing so good. But his opponent has 20,000 minerals and all the gas in the world, and builds something like 16 gateways, and insta-spawns an army and crushes him. Obliterates him. He
God.
won 14 Nexus. That's not a real build. I'm sorry, but holy shit did I laugh my pants off.
Okay, I've got an update.
Update. What? And we're on the Southeast Asia server, so there's like nothing in the arcade. Except the Rising Dead, which is still fun, but I feel like you need like 12 people to play it, and I've only ever played it with like 2.
Switching in coding table. I don't know how that is.
What do I get next for Karax, actually? Because I've just recently got Insta Warp in, and I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you remember, because I don't.
The mission that we played was the lock and load. And yeah, it's like I had an army going around, and you would
I just followed you with a probe, yeah.
Yeah, we had to rapidly, like, every time we took a point, you then just moved a probe in and...
Awesome. For real though, now that I've got instant warp in, like, don't expect me to bring anything to fights other than probes. Probes and money. And orbital strikes. I am Karax, I sit at home, and I push the fire button. You've seen Starcraft, you know what it is. That was actually a good episode. Very accurate.
Okay, so it says that it's downloading, but it's not moving.
Welp.
And I mean, it says it's downloading at 1.6 megabytes, but has been sitting at 208.92 megabytes remaining for a while now.
That is inaccurate, one hopes.
That is decidedly not updating. Oh, damn it. Work with me here.
I wonder... Weird concept here. You know the mission where you play as Karax, or Karax, where you've got all the different, like, you gotta control various points so that you can move yourself around, because your base is able to move around.
Yep.
It's on a tram system-y thing. I wonder if that would work in co-op. Like, what would your objective be to use a similar mechanic?
That is a good question.
Because, I mean, obviously I'd play Karax and build a Dreadnought base and roll it into the enemy team. Because Kara didn't monoliths for days.
I'd say possibly have it done up as an escort mission.
Yeah.
So
something's flying across the map and you gotta, like, follow it with your armies and moving around and stuff.
Or the other way to do it the other one would have been if, like, the thing that you're escorting is actually on that platform that you're moving.
That's an idea. I imagine it more like there's a giant ship flying overhead that can't defend itself, and so you've got to follow it around. You probably wouldn't be able to get your base right up next to it. Or, the other way to do it is, to be near it, you need to not be near the mineral patches. And so one option then is to build a largely air force and just fly from where the mineral patches are. The other option is to have one person collecting minerals while the other person defends the objective.
Mm-hmm.
And then
just swap it out.
Yeah, swap out like some coordination nonsense. Craig has come online. Invite to party. He has also earned the achievement Covert Operative. What did you do covertly? You pre-purchased all of the Nova tanks. You would. To be fair, Nova is cool. I wonder if she'll be the next Terran hero for co-op.
I want to know who the... I'm hoping that the next freaking Zerg one is Abatha or Stukov.
Look.
Actually, no, it'd be Stukov.
It'd be Abatha or Stukov. It'd be one or the other. The question is, like...
If it follows the pattern, it'll be Stukov.
Because all the Zerg work on a hero mechanic, whereas Abatha couldn't do that mechanic. But you also... There's not a very defensive Zerg, in my understanding, unless you consider Infinite Baneling's defense. I mean, it's kind of defense. Whereas you've got a really defensive Rory Swan. He also likes tanks. Anyway, to battle. Actually, Kerrigan, the synergy between Kerrigan and Karax is huge. Because I'll just follow you around with a probe, picking up the minerals that your army leaves behind, and then turn it into units, like photon cannons, just bam, on the fly. That synergy is huge. The problem is my reconstruction beam does F all in this. But, you know.
And it doesn't help the fact that I'm low level with Kerrigan.
Doesn't matter, it's trains. I feel like this is what I recorded last time. Did we actually do this? Can't remember.
I'm pretty sure you have recorded us play this once before.
It seems like a memory that I have.
If you did record a train mission, I don't think he actually used the footage.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Train mission is glorious, Karax victory.
Especially now that you can insta-warp. God
Yep.
damn it. All you need is minerals.
Yep. Also, the Spear of Adun is Karax's sword. Love that artwork. You see what I mean?
It does look like that, doesn't it, as well?
like he's just not quite holding it at the minute. It's more like a wrist blade, like a guitar or something, but like it is certainly he could shank a man with that.
Is the melee weapon, or it's the favorite melee weapon of the Protoss.
Like he could shank a man with that. He probably shouldn't because most of the planet would be destroyed.
Oh god, that'd be hilarious to see. Oh, actually, was it? Watched the top 10 list just earlier today.
Oh yeah.
It was the third in a series that this group had done.
Yep.
Like that originally they were planning on just doing one top 10 best anime weapons.
Yep.
And then when they did research, they just found so many ones that could go on the list, so they ended up splitting it into top 10 weirdest, top 10 most iconic, and then top 10 most powerful. The most powerful one was the most recent released.
Oh yeah. Just bear with me 1 minute. Okay, minute achieved. Fraps did not like the loading of Starcraft and had my frame rate locked at 12. So in the interest of not having that be a real thing that happens in my life, I just stopped recording for a second.
But what was it? Yeah, the most powerful weapon in anime that they could find came from Sailor Moon.
Seems legit. I mean, like, why wouldn't it be?
It's
She
just
is the one named Sailor Moon.
Oh god, don't start me with the English song.
Come on, it's not that bad. Fine.
But was it Sailor Saturn, I think? Her weapon, and it is specifically her weapon, not her, has the power to wipe out galaxies.
Okay. That's one of those seems legit moments, isn't it?
Like, freaking... From what I got from this, when they covered it on the list, like, in the background for it, there was basically a glorious age called the Silver Millennium, and that came to an end, and then everyone gets reborn and events of Sailor Moon occur.
Yep. Okay.
It was brought to an end by Saturn.
Seems like a kind of slightly dickish thing to do to your friends, but you know, I ain't gonna judge.
It was a case of they were losing the war.
Oh yeah. Rational response. Fuck you!
And yeah, last bit was, well, we gotta get rid of everything. And then the last remaining one used her abilities to make sure that everything would be reborn.
Yeah.
Now, Nebel Squadron, begin.
If you'll notice, I'm taking a slightly different approach to my usual. It's much more, shall we say, forward.
Yeah. I don't go back quite as far.
Slay them to the last. Yes, ma'am. Pew, 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 pew. No, they're getting past me. That's bad. No, we got them. Increased range. Let's get a thing. Let's get some more of that delicious green stuff. Tell some probes to dibbly dabble in that. Yes, sir. Oh no. They're coming. The Zerglings are coming.
I'm sending Nibble Squadron up.
No, don't worry. I'm fine.
No, I mean, I'll send them up to the rocks.
Oh. Because I'm already fighting. Pew, 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 pew. I'm just gonna do that.
I was gonna say, that's a few Zerglings there. Nibble Squadron!
Engage.
Forces en route to our position. Main objective destroyed.
Main objective wrecked in the throat. I should actually set up some hotkeys, you know, for my base. Build some probes.
Yep, we got an attack inbound.
Yeah, that's on you. Fortification barrier. Optimize our ordnance. Whilst I do want solar efficiency, I'll hold off on that for a minute. Although I'm
Damn it, they killed my queen.
pretty sure I do actually need to build a cybernetics core brain. Oh, that's bad. Not entirely bad. Bad enough that I'm thinking that I improve the defenses at the base.
Yeah. One problem with Hydralisks, they're fragile.
Yeah, that's kind of their MO.
You gotta train to catch commanders. You want to miss it, do you?
Maybe I do want to miss it. Did you ever think of that? This is only going to become a problem when we get 2 trains at once.
Yeah, I don't have the troops to attack that at the moment.
I can reach that with my guns. And I have a giant space laser. His name is Purifier. I tried to think of a name that sounded like it started with pure. I got nowhere. Well, I didn't kill it. But I started the ball rolling for you. Well, that reminds me. Probes. Let's get those minerals coming, boyos.
The enemy's coming for us. Hope you're ready for this.
I can use your Nidus network? Sick.
Huh, I didn't realize you could actually use it.
Well, it shows up on green on my map. So I'm making some big assumptions, but I'm sure they're right. Because when are my assumptions ever wrong? Let's get solar efficiency.
You want me to answer that?
Shut up. All my Warframe assumptions have been correct so far. Well, okay, like one of them. I haven't made that many. That's my excuse.
Normally, I'd encourage dropping the train like this, but with these guys, it's probably safer to let it out.
Get out of the battlefield, probe. Stay safe. I should upgrade my shields. Increase shield regeneration of shield batteries, or energy regeneration of shield batteries. One of those words. That was one of my photon cannons, you ass.
Must be a priority shipment. Intercept it if you can.
That one's on you.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
These repair beams heal my probes faster than the grav lift attack deals damage of the hybrids, that is.
Our objective has been failed.
Looks like the enemy is heading for us. Let's go see.
Ah! That's bad. Okay, okay. Let's think about this, me. We need a robo facility.
What's the issue?
There's a spine crawler in range. If they ever get line of sight, it can poke one of my dudes. Stop poking that.
Ah, yep.
I think I killed it.
Yep, you did.
Looks like we're making good progress. We've knocked over roughly half the shipment.
Game is like, base is under attack. I'm like, which part of me is not my base? The probes. How are we going on those shield upgrades?
Chrono boost activated. Our structure should research and create units much more quickly now. Main objective destroyed.
Now I get a robo bay.
It suddenly got a very big increase in dying as soon as my Zerglings got in range.
I basically am in a fantastic position to whittle down their ground forces.
And I am very, very thankful for that.
Attack incoming. Get ready.
Ah. Do you have increased range on those photons?
Yep. Now the lower side has the least weapons pointed at it.
Yeah, I've got a half decent force.
I'm just gonna throw the solar lance at them. Mostly because I can. Glory. I'm running out of upgrades to buy. So, how you doing? You got like a giant army or something? I mean, not that we need it.
Yeah, I got a decent army.
Because I'm officially making offensive pushes into the enemy turf. With Karax monoliths.
Whoop, wrong button.
The enemy's biomass will provide us resources.
If you want some resources,
Okay.
and Scourge.
Oh god, that's a large wave of enemy dudes. I'm not even looking at it. I'm sure it's fine. If the situation is not fine, I will eat my hat. We haven't lost any photon cannons yet. Okay, the situation is what I would call fine. I don't really know what I can do to improve this.
Got another fast one at the bottom track. Better move if you want to take it out.
A main objective has been destroyed. The objective has been altered.
Do I get warp prisms? Is that a thing that's real?
I don't think you get warp prisms.
So when I get my probe onto the higher ground, Craig. Ah! They're in my base, wrecking my stuff. Oi! Oi! The light of 1,000 suns! I think I killed it.
Enemy forces are being bound.
Well, I'm fully upgraded. You read my mind. I was just going up there. I mean, not that there's really any purpose. Just...
Likewise, there's no real purpose to me putting this guy up here. I just felt like it. Wait, actually.
What's on your brain? I don't like it when you think, Craig. concerns me.
Just shift out your way.
The light of 1,000 suns. And that's a dead behemoth. Hashtag easy mode.
That's a tough deal. Pleasure working.
Yep. I'll just sit up here on the Spear of the Doom. Face roll the button.
Karax is OP as shit on that mission. Once he's got instant warp.
Look, with the exception of the bonus objective, and I could probably do that if I tried, I could solo that mission on hard as Karax.
Okay, so I now have access to the lurker.
And I have orbital strikes that stun my enemies.